Hey guys, Deanna here. Welcome to my channel. It's definitely been a while, so we're going to go ahead and jump straight into the tutorial and we'll do some talking later. So going in with my Aina palette, I'm going to take this shade Ginger and I'm going to sweep that back and forth in my crease as my transition shade. Notice that this doesn't give us a lot of color, but it does just define our eye. The next shade I'm going to go in with from that same palette is Edges. This one is a little more orange. I'm going to take a more tapered blending brush and I'm going to pop that shade directly into my crease. This palette from our good sis Jackie was limited edition. I think it's off Sephora's website. However, you can get it on Anastasia's website. Now I'm just going in with the shade Credit. I'm going to apply that directly into my crease, focusing it on the outer corner as well. So this palette is just amazing. I've had it actually since it's come out, and it is the perfect brown girl friendly palette. That doesn't mean that you have to have brown skin to use it. Everyone can use it. But if you do have brown skin, it's amazing because those transition shades, those browns in there, they just work really well against our skin tone and they don't look gray. This is a single shadow from Nars called Coconut Grove. I've had this for so long. I didn't want to go in with black to deepen up the eye. I just wanted a very dark brown, but the Credit in the palette just wasn't as dark as I wanted it to be. So that's why I'm just taking this shade, and you see that it's really giving us that more smoky appearance, and I'm taking that and just applying it directly in my crease as well and blending everything together. To cut my crease, I'm going to place concealer on my eyelid, and then the reason why I was looking up, down, and all around is so I could see where the concealer stops. That lets me know where I need to stop my crease. Now, I did mess up. My eyes are not symmetrical. You'll probably notice it later, but I didn't bring the concealer on this eye up high enough, and then also the concealer I used was darker, so my other eye looks brighter. So you're definitely going to see the difference once, the eye look is done. And I was going to throw the whole video away, but I was like, you know what? This is real life. My makeup is not perfect all the time. And so, yeah, I decided to keep it. For my lid shade, this is called Orange Soda from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to pop that all over my lid where I placed the concealer and then go back in with my blending brush just to blend everything together and soften the edges. This eyeliner is the Huda Beauty. It's like a dual-ended eyeliner, so it's a liquid on one side and then a pencil on the other. Right here, I found a gray hair. Like, I was so shocked. Like, I was so shocked. But, yeah, anyway, this eyeliner is bomb. Like, it is bomb. However, if you can avoid getting it in your eyelashes, do so. My eyelashes are naturally long, and I got the liquid side in my eyelashes, and some of my eyelashes came out, and I was trying to take it off because it has a very strong staying power. So don't get the liquid on your eyelashes. I'm just hopping back between the liquid part and then the pencil part just to draw my wings. And I haven't done wings on myself in 8-9 months, so they looked a mess. Like, y'all y'all, my eyes, I'm telling y'all, my eyes are not symmetrical. I'm actually laughing at myself right here because it looked a mess. Taking this Wet n Wild loose glitter, I'm gonna pop that all over my mobile lid, like where I put that light eyeshadow. If I don't say the names, because I don't know the names of everything off the top of my head, so if I don't say the names of something, everything that I use and the name will be down below in the description bar. I'm going to start off by refreshing my skin using this glow water from Fresh. I love this stuff. It smells amazing and it makes your skin look good. And now I'm going to use primer. This is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Nothing new here. I've been using this primer for I don't know how long. It's my favorite one. I have dry skin, so I love it. It's great for all skin types though, but I have really dry skin. The only reason why I'm applying this with a brush is because I had glitter on my hands. You can totally just use your hands to apply it. Now I'm going to use this Milk Blur Stick and only apply that in the center of my face where I have larger pores. And then we're going to do a little bit of color correcting. This is a Fenty Concealer in the shade 445. Notice how it is appearing to be like more orange. That's exactly what I want. I'm using it as a color corrector to neutralize the darkness. So I'm covering my birthmark, under my eye, and also around my mouth. These are the areas of my face that are a little darker than the rest. And you guys see how just by me adding this concealer, how even my skin tone looks, and I haven't even put on foundation. This is exactly why I haven't worn foundation in months. So yeah, I don't even have on foundation yet. But this right here is the Milk Makeup Stick. Looking at my face, I wasn't sure. This is actually my first time using this product on myself. This is my first time testing out the color, you know, and y'all, I was shook. Like, just look how this foundation is blending into my skin. Like, that is my face. That's my skin. Like, now look at my face, I'm like, okay, like, this foundation, it may be a new fave. It just made my skin look so good and so even, and it didn't look cakey and it didn't look heavy. And I usually match my foundation to like my chest because my neck is a little darker, and then I'll, like, you know, blend down and then use bronzers to mesh everything together. Going back in with more Fenty concealers because I have like 10 of them. I'm using two more shades, shade 410 and 385, just to highlight my face, starting with the shade 410 and then taking the shade 385, which is a little brighter, just for some extra brightness because the 410 alone just didn't give me that highlighted look that I preferred. To contour, I'm using the Fenty Matchstix. Notice that I swipe on this side and then tap, 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 tap on this side. The reason why I tap it on the side with my birthmark is because I don't want to disturb the product underneath. If I swipe it, it may move the concealer and then, you know, uncover my birthmark. So just doing more of a sliding motion to blend, or sweeping motion on one side of my face, but then on the other, I have to use more of that tapping motion to get it all blended out. And while I'm blending out my contour, I'm letting my concealer sit on my face. I got this trick from, again, our good sis, Jackie, who she lets it sit on her, or she lets the concealer sit on her face, and it just gives you like additional coverage because it kind of sets. So I'm just using a beauty blender to blend out my concealer, and then to set our concealer, we're going to go in with the Sacha Buttercup Setting Powder. This is one of my favorite under eye setting powders. Make sure you get out all the creases first, like I did, and then go in with the powder. If you don't, then you'll just get the powder like all up in the creases. It'll look all cakey, and we don't want that. So again, make sure you tap out all the creases before you set under your eye, because you do not want to set a crease. And yeah, I'm just taking that, and everywhere I place the concealer is where I'm going to take that setting powder. To set our cream contour, I'm going to go in with the Ulta Contour Kit and use the shade that's gone. This shit is dusty as fuck. Like, look how dusty that looked. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just taking a contour brush and setting the cream contour. And then I guess it's just a Fenty day, because going back in with the Fenty bronzer, I hit pan. I love this bronzer. It looks really red, but it just works. Like, now some people it's just too red, but for me it just works. I'm taking a more it's like a contour brush, so it's more targeted. I'm using that first to lay down the bronzer, and then I'm gonna go in with a more fluffy brush to make sure everything's all blended together, make sure I blend it down my neck and everything like that. For blush, I'm going to use the Korrupt blush from Clinique. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is one of my favorite blushes, and I like to apply a blush using a beauty blender. But let me tell y'all where I messed up. I put on too much blush. So I put on too much blush. I didn't like the way it looked here, so I went back in with my beauty blender to blend it out, forgetting that I had blush on it. So now I got blush all the way up to my eyelids, and now my eyelids are watering. I'm telling y'all, this was a disaster. Like, and it's okay. I got it together. Now I'm putting on some eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner. My eyes water all the time, as you can see, but this just stays in my waterline. And I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line using the shade from the Jackie Aina palette, the dark brown Credit. To set my face, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And then I was trying to pop on my lashes, but my eyes are just watering so bad, which is why I only have on one lash for the remainder of the video. Like, I just had to come back to it. This is my favorite highlighter from MAC. It's actually my favorite highlighter, period. It's Gold Deposit. It's just so great. So I'm applying that to the high points of my cheeks, and then we're gonna move on to lips. I'm using this very dark brown lip liner from Black Opal. It's my current favorite lip liner. I don't like to spend a lot of money on lip liners, so the fact that it's from the drugstore is bomb. So I'm lining my lips with that, and then going in with the Makeup Forever, one of their liquid lipsticks. I don't know the name or number, but like I said, everything will be in the description bar below. And then to add some gloss, this is it's like a oil infused like lip something from Ulta. It was only like $9, and I love how it just stays beige and doesn't turn my lips pink. So yeah, that is how I got this look. So I want to just thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see y'all in my next one.